$1 million, but when you climax,
Oh God,
Whoa.
I can't believe we're taking it to this level.
you barf in your mouth.
Yeah, I probably would.
I probably
All right,
would.
ladies, be warned. Brett may puke on you.
He's not getting this offer right now. This is a scenario.
No, this is based on things that will never happen, right?
All right,
Or-
let's
okay.
do it right now.
What?
Let's use this scenario.
Go ahead.
Let's do it right
I
now.
Die Hard started a
I
trend.
hate Speed 2.
Why?
That's pretty
It's
bad.
horrible.
It's kind of like, it's more of a watch it because it's laughably bad.
Yes.
There are a few parts that I thought Sandra Bullock was pretty funny.
I'm sorry, but
When she
she's
cuts-
a great actress, but she sucks in that
She
movie.
cuts open the door with the chainsaw and she's like revving it. Can you guys get out?
If you back up with the saw,
What?
if you back up with the saw, we'll give it a try.
It's so bad.
It is very bad writing. It is
Oh,
very bad.
Bad.
But I always thought of it as more of an action type than a funny movie, and it turns out this, like, as an adult watching it, it's a terrible
It's
film.
horrible.
That was a great
That's great.
quote by
Yeah.
you, John.
I can quote Speed too.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Garfield and Friends from Fickle
Oh,
Fanboys.
Now, which one?
The second one, not the
Yes.
first one.
This one.
Times a hit.
Yeah, I hate that one.
It doesn't matter. That's
Well,
just an
yes,
image.
but there are two
There's
actual
two-
songs.
there's two of them.
Oh,
The
well,
second
that's what
one-
he sent me a picture.
Ready?
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 Two.
To
Party!
We're ready
To party.
We're ready.
Dun, dun,
I hope you bring lots of spaghetti.
dun, dun.
Come on in, come on down to Garfield and Friends. Come on in. It's time to party with Garfield,
Garfield
and
and
Friends.
Friends.
And then I think there's another
I
verse.
love how we all know that one.
I think there's another verse.
There
in it.
is. There's a little bit more to it.
Oh my God, I'm like tearing up
I
here.
just
It's
got
a
a
good one.
Charlie horse in my thigh.
Oh shoot! You okay?
You're gonna fart or
Do
something.
you need something?
Hey, where's your Charlie
Just give me
horse?
time. It's on the bottom of this thigh.
Hey, you can do this. Put your foot out. Put your
I
foot
can't.
Out. Do it.
No!
Put your
Oh shoot!
Ah! Put it out now. Flex your foot up, like your toes towards the ceiling. It looks like you're trying to take a shit.
What do you need to
Well, I
do?
don't want it to look like
What do you want to do?
I'm trying to put my foot over there.
Give me your
Help me. My back's to the camera.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay.
It's
You're okay.
ridiculous.
You're okay. You're
Let's do some
I'm doing some friggin' Christmas trivia.
You all right?
Welcome back to PTO Unlimited.
Snickers.
Stop it.
Welcome back to PTO Unlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
Oh, I'm Josh.
Alex,
This is episode 302.
do you see that look she's giving Josh?
She's like, what are you gonna do about it?
She's like, what are you
What
gonna
are you
do?
gonna do?
Stop the live show to come and get me?
I'll get up. Don't tempt me. I will do
Snickers,
it.
our 15-year-old black cat is over here. She's still doing.
She's testing the waters.
She's testing the waters by
Seeing what I can.
You know, you're just lucky right now she doesn't have claws.
Yeah, I would be a little more upset, but you know.
She's just pawing at it. She can't
I don't
actually
know why
rip
she's
it.
doing that.
I don't know either. She keeps pawing at our green screen and she knows it's annoying us, so she keeps doing it.
Let me see. Like, yeah, Brett's cam doesn't even have
No,
it. So.
no, it's like it's right next to Brett on the floor. It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. It's all right. So on this day in 1980, The Shining came to theaters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 42 years
I
ago.
still haven't watched it from beginning to end.
You haven't? I thought you've seen that all the way through.
Nope. And when I did watch it, it was on TV, I think.
Did you watch the right one then?
Oh,
There's
what do
two.
you mean?
There's two of them. There's two versions.
I
Did you
have
see
no
the Jack
idea.
Nicholson version
Is he not in another version?
in the TV edition?
No, I watched one with Jack.
So let me show you what the other one looks like. It's so stupid. It's actually really bad. You haven't seen it all the way through?
I think I started relatively early and watched the rest of it, but I did not see the very beginning.
Yeah, there's a TV edition of The Shining where it's
I've
this
never
guy.
actually seen the TV edition. I've only ever seen the Jack
So
Nicholson
I don't
version.
get. This
Okay,
is
that
so-
is so
What?
dumb.
Yeah, isn't it cheesy?
Oh, that's
The
horrible.
Shining TV series?
Yeah. So they did like a TV edition of it.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
Huh.
that's just.
Yeah. I'm not very well versed in that one. I've only seen a little bit of it.
You know who I bet's seen it?
Patrick?
Patrick.
Patrick, yeah.
And he's
Probably.
probably gonna be like, "It's really not that bad."
It probably isn't. It's a mini series that they did in '97. I don't know why they would do that though. The Shining came out in 1980 and it's still successful to this day. Why would they try to revamp it? Doesn't
I
make
don't
sense to
know.
me. But anyways, yeah. So you've never seen that, huh? That's kind of crazy
Well,
to me.
I've seen most of it.
Do you know how it ends?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. There's been a time when I
Everybody dies.
what? No. There was a time. Well, everybody eventually. There was a time when when I was the same as you, where I've seen the ending, I've seen the middles, I've seen the beginning and everything, like how the setup was, and then like one time when Alex and I were in Chicago, we just sat down and I was like, this movie is actually not that bad. It's a little talky, but the sequel, Dr. Sleep, is all like paranormal over that, and it
I don't
doesn't.
know. I like it.
I think it's a little cheesy though.
In some points, it is, but I think it was alright.
Yeah. The Shining had a $19 million budget, and it came out the same weekend as The Empire Strikes Back.
Ooh, big
It
competition.
was competing amongst that.
Well, I mean but that's also two different genres of movies. You've
Mhm.
got sci-fi, fantasy, and terror, horror,
Right.
thriller.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's two different groups of people, two different types of interests.
So, anyways, moving on from there. What's your favorite Stephen King movie?
I really like Thinner. It's one of the ones.
Yeah, that was a movie
Really?
club movie.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That one's so weird to me. The guy in the fat suit, though.
Yeah.
Like, when he's
Isn't
in
it
it's so
also?
weird.
Isn't Stand by Me Stephen
Stephen
King?
King.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's very good too.
That one's just a whole different type of Stephen King. That's a dramatic as opposed to
It is, but it's
Right.
that's definitely considered a classic.
It
It's
is.
one of the classic movies.
The newest It's will be still.
I mean,
I think
that's
part
still
one.
my favorite.
Part
is
one,
it? Yeah.
Chapter 1.
Yeah.
Chapter
Chapter
one.
one, not
Yes.
part one.
Not
Whoopsies.
two.
Whoopsies. Moving on from there. How was your week?
It's good.
Yeah.
When I got here tonight, Pixel pissed on me.
Well, that's a dachshund thing.
He's
Dachshund
been doing
trait.
so good as far as not pissing when I got here.
Like,
You know why?
greeted
Because
him
we take him out
outside.
before you come here.
Did
Yeah.
you not take him out today?
We were
Today?
He
What
was
are you talking
He
about?
was sleeping on the floor when you walked in, and I was doing the dishes.
Yeah, but you've
You
taken
seem
him
very
out
flustered.
before I got
like
here.
this is not a
all
thing
the other
that dogs
times.
do.
Well, just I mean, all you
He-
gotta do is just
my point is, like, for the last probably 2 months, he hasn't pissed when I got here.
Oh,
Right.
that's true. I don't know. You might
So
have
I
just
wasn't
gotten him.
expecting it.
You got him a little excited.
I guess
Was he
so.
wagging his tail when he did it?
I don't know.
Probably.
Probably.
He
Does
was
he
more
not
worried
wag
about
his
his
tail?
shoe.
He loves Brett.
Yeah.
He loves anybody.
I'm
that
sure-
comes
I'm
through
sure
the
his-
door.
Oh no, he reacts a little differently. Like you could tell who his favorite people are and people that are just people. And
Well,
then you're definitely up there as like a
he
favorite.
sees me once a week.
I know, but yeah, Layla, no matter what,
She always
Oh.
barks
she
at me.
always barked, no matter what. As soon as she knocked on the door, it's just like, Layla, we've been doing this show for how long? And Brett's been coming over for how long? And she's like, woo, 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 it's Brett. And he's like, hi. And she was
And
still
then she
sleeping when
stops.
she was really old and be like, Layla, did you know Brett's here? Oh yeah, woo, 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 woo.
Gotta get the barks in.
She was so funny.
There was a we read an article about dachshunds last night.
Yeah, we
and
did.
It was actually very beneficial. We found out a
Mm-hmm.
lot about them. Actually, they pick one person to love.
Yeah,
So-
they usually it said warning basically like like
they will be a
an
good
owner
family dog.
warning, like adoption warning kind of thing, like just to let you know this. Yes, it makes great family pet, but it typically will latch on to one specific person.
So who has he latched?
Me.
You know why? Because you used to wake him up while he was sleeping just to mess with him.
Oh, you have no
Josh
idea
did
how
it.
often I
Josh
do it.
did that
Oh.
more than I did.
I do it more than she does, actually. In fact, I do it
No.
when she
He-
tells me
so
not
You
to.
it's-
just
basically-
documented it.
She does.
the same relationship that Layla and I have, Pixel and I have, which is Layla was daddy's girl, Pixel's daddy's boy, and he's definitely Josh's alpha and like the main person. But at the end of the night, who's under the covers with me? Yeah, I'm.
They always go under the cover with her.
They all. Look, Pixel's like he's been really tugging at my heartstrings lately because at the end of the night now he's gotten on the same exact routine that Layla did when she was still around, which was I lay down on the couch or the bed, and it's if I'm all wrapped up, she and him both like they paw at the blanket where I'm at. They like, hey, I want it, and I just lift up the blanket. They both like burrow right up against me, right by my belly in the same position, and just knocks me right out when they're cuddling with me. Except the only difference is with Layla wasn't like she cuddled, but she didn't like to be like held.
He loves being held.
And Pixel, oh my god! Like last night, did you hear him when I moved him from the other side? If I move him from one spot, he's already like comfy. He'll go. He's like, "Come on, I was comfy." And the thing, I can like actually like lay on him and like hold him close, and he won't struggle to get away. He actually likes being, like, I don't. What's
coddled?
Coddled?
Yeah, coddled.
He likes the contact.
He loves it.
Yes, he loves physical touch. That's for sure.
Yeah, he lets me hold his paws all the time. It's so weird.
It's just that's really the big difference between the two of them.
His surgery, I think at this point he's in healing like full. I
think he's got a few more days until that scab completely goes away and it doesn't. You can't see that anymore.
Do we need to worry about a cone?
No,
we shouldn't.
No, I don't think so. He still tries to take a lick at it here and there, but as long as he's not constantly down there, you should be fine.
We took he chewed through his cone.
Yeah, I performed
his $50 cone.
I performed surgery on his cone, and then we didn't even get to use it again because he stopped licking at it. It was like as I was putting it together and piecing it back together, I'm like, oh my god, this has to last just one, maybe 2 more nights, and then he didn't need it anymore.
Yeah,
and I probably spent a good 15-20 minutes sewing it back together.
I think that's actually come apart. I've seen some of the tape come off.
Oh, great.
But nothing's been touched with it. Like we haven't really.
Well, that'll be used for the next tweener.
Yeah, we'll see. Like whether or not that cone will last. That thing was falling apart, and it was a $50 cone.
Yeah,
Jeepers.
It's worth it though. It was really comfy at night.
Alex has been working on a lot of cosplay this week. She's getting ready for her event in a week and a half. So we got one more weekend left. Very excited. I'm excited.
I'm excited, but I'm not.
You're nervous.
I'm very nervous.
That's okay. You can be nervous. You don't have any like skill in this beforehand, like being on stage.
Yeah, that's
competing.
why I'm nervous.
This is you being an amateur.
So the only thing I have to like keep telling myself is that I'm going to a place where there's just a bunch of introverts. So
they're gonna think you're awesome.
They're all gonna be like the same attitude as I am.
They will think you're
awkward
fine.
And quiet and
yeah. Anything else about your week, Brett? Work?
I don't think so.
No. Same here. It's
Nothing
been really
interesting.
pretty meh. You know, pretty just going along with it. I got to go to the gas station after this. Oh no, I forgot to go. Got to fill the car up. Gas prices are going up still.
No, they're staying the same.
I didn't want to say anything else.
It hasn't moved yet.
I want to be wrong.
It's still at $4.60.
I want to be wrong. I want it to go downward. It would be really nice. But
yeah, Patrick and Crystal texted me their gas prices, and they're basically
in California.
They're in California, in the Bay Area, and they're $1 ahead of us. And I looked at it as we're only $1 behind
Alex,
them.
No, they're $2 ahead of us.
Six
oh no,
something.
now they're 2.
Yeah.
Well, they had what they had posted or whatever, or what they sent me. I think that they were only $1.
Yeah, at that point
ahead of us, and I was like, what I see is I'm only $1 behind you, and we're in Indiana.
Yeah,
I'm like, that sucks.
That's really bad. So your car can't be getting good mileage, Brett. For
it does decent. I like because work is so close. I can go by with only filling up once per paycheck. So
oh, lucky you.
Yeah,
I'm filling up 4 times.
Twice a week.
Twice a week.
Yep. If that, we're lucky if we get that through. So, playing and watching. Got a few things that we've got. Been watching a few movie trailers that just came out. We watched the new Mission Impossible trailer. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning
Part 1. They're gonna make a 2-parter.
So this is
Are they
definitely
filming it back to back.
I guess so, but
Probably.
I mean,
at
I would hope
this
so.
point, this is probably the end of the series if they're doing part 1 and 2.
I feel like we've been saying this is the last Mission Impossible movie for a long time. Just like this is the last Fast and Furious movie.
Well, this might actually be the last 2. Tom Cruise can't be sprinting miles like he used to.
I don't know. He's in pretty damn good shape.
True. But this one, did you see the trailer, Brett?
No.
He,
I'll go see it.
he rides a motorcycle off the top of a mountain cliff and
Yeah.
parachute. Well, not like he just like free falls off
Yeah.
of it. And I'm
With a
like, yep,
parachute
you.
on.
I'm like, he totally did that.
Yeah.
They may at some point they're gonna be like, what can we do to up
Free
stage
fall
the
from
last
space?
one?
I mean, I don't know.
Exactly.
Right, free fall from space. Take him up in the little
Blue Origin or
whatever it's called, the thing that shoots.
SpaceX?
Yeah, the SpaceX ship that goes up right at like the where the Earth and the space kind of come
Or the
together.
Earth and the space?
Or the Earth
The
in the
Earth
space.
and the space.
Where they meet and then it goes and it comes back down.
The
like
upper
they have
atmosphere, maybe, is what you're trying
no.
to
There's
say.
like there's I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the different
That's what's
layers
in
are. That's
between
Earth and space
is
science.
the atmosphere.
Yes, I know, but there's different like
Levels, layers,
Levels
yes.
and
But
layers.
the whole thing is called an atmosphere.
I mean, there's you're once you leave Earth's atmosphere, you're in space.
yes, right outside Earth's atmosphere.
There you
That
go.
would be space.
There you go. But there's like
Jeez.
deep space, middle space, going right into space. Like
I
Yeah.
think you're making that up.
no, I'm not.
We took a photo of a black hole. That was pretty cool. Another one.
Oh yeah, that was another thing that we
Cooler
did
one.
as a cool species.
Better looking
We
one.
got because like I think it was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it was 5 years ago where we took a picture of the first black.
Yeah, you
or not
you
the
were
first black
going
hole,
nuts
but the
about
first
that one.
the first picture of a black hole.
Yeah, that blurry
Yeah,
orange ring.
right. But now we took another one
What?
that's larger and I believe further away.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a different one.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the same one.
No, this is a different
Oh.
one.
This one's in the center of our galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Watched the trailer for She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. I'm not interested in that.
Yeah.
What is Marvel doing? I think Phase 4 is in shambles.
I feel like it would be like it definitely looks like a chick flick. Like for
It's a show series.
oh well, it definitely looks like a chick
like Moon
show.
Knight.
Like it looks like something like Amanda and I would watch, kind of
I
thing.
don't know. What is Marvel
It doesn't
doing?
really look like a full on like Avengers kind of
Get back
thing.
to the Daredevil and Punisher shows.
Daredevil's coming back.
Yep.
I was going to talk about that on Nerd News, but Daredevil is actually getting a series relaunch.
Relaunch.
I'm
yeah.
guessing they're not rebooting. Charlie Cox is fine, and he is great for what he's doing. And
Oh yeah.
they better not recast him. He's
No,
amazing.
I know. I don't know if I can. No, he's perfect.
He
Yeah.
is.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they aren't. I haven't read that they're going to recast Frank Castle, so
No,
I would hope they wouldn't recast.
Charlie Cox.
What's the Matt Murdock?
Matt
right?
Murdock.
Charlie Cox.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we I don't know. Marvel's just it's rough now. Like Loki was fine, Doctor Strange was good. I don't know, man. It's something else. Are you watching anything, Brett?
So I've been watching some Recess here and there.
Oh yeah.
That show is funny.
It is great.
is.
It's got some really did you ever watch the movie?
Yeah.
It's funny. I love the movie. The movie is
Doesn't everybody go to camp but TJ? And he gets left out?
they all go to different camps, yes.
But then
And
he stay home and there's nobody to spend the summer with?
Right. And then they have to break into the school because there's something going on with the school, new principal or something. I don't know. Something crazy. Superintendent's doing something bad.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's a good show. And it holds up.
Yeah, yeah. We watched Chippendale.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a great movie.
Brett, you'd
I
like
was
it.
surprised. Like, I don't remember much about the TV show, but I did watch
You don't
it.
need to
It was
watch it.
on TV before school.
No, yeah.
Way back in the day.
Mhm.
Way back in the day.
Yeah,
It was Disney
way.
Afternoon with Bonkers.
Yeah. I watched I started watching Fast 9
Okay.
and I am 2 sessions in. It
Two
is-
sessions?
Yeah, it is not interesting. And I've still got I'm not even halfway
Have
through.
you never seen 9 before?
No.
I thought you went and saw it in theater.
Yeah, I
No.
thought you did.
Never made
Oh.
it. And I'm glad because I am bored.
Oh
really?
wow.
Yeah. And I watched it because it was like one of the best reviewed in the last couple.
Do you think it's
It's
the series dead for you?
Yeah, I've had my fill.
What are you gonna go on to?
What do you mean?
What franchise are you gonna love?
I don't know. I like lots of different things.
John Wick.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
That's what you got going for you right now, which is nice. There isn't really anything else because you're not interested in Obi-Wan.
That would be one that I would watch.
I want to do an aftercast on it when it's done. That'd be really.
I think
cool.
that'd be a good idea. Yeah.
Just to do like another
But
Star
what
Wars.
if it is as bad as Boba Fett?
Mandalorian was great.
I don't know,
so.
man. I'm gonna say I was like, it's right now. It's been a hit and miss with Star Wars.
Star Wars
stuff,
series has
'cause
not. There's only been
Mandalorian, was
one
really
other,
good.
So. Yeah.
Because we even looked at the when before Mandalorian came out and we saw that it was we had the same kind of, oh my god, this looks like it's gonna suck.
Right.
And then we turned it on and we're like, okay,
I'm
all right,
not-
it's not bad. Okay,
Alex,
it's really good.
Do you
all right,
think we
it's
should
really
go
good.
back to book?
The
I
book
don't
of-
think
I
Boba
don't
Fett's gonna
know.
be in the Obi-Wan series because it's gonna be taking place on the other side of the trilogy. So I don't think so.
Yeah, that's a good point.
At least not that. Well, he might as a clone trooper
Sure.
because
True.
he's the same
True.
actor. So, what else have we been watching, Alex? Oh, well, something about the Chippendale. There's a lot of Easter eggs that you got to watch out for. You have to watch the movie.
You almost have to pause every single scene, like
Yeah.
not even scene, but like
right.
frame to see how many Easter eggs are. There's
Yeah.
callbacks from when we were kids,
Everything.
before we were kids.
Nickelodeon, DreamWorks is in this.
Disney.
It's like Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
oh
on
yeah,
steroids.
it's that's exactly what it
I
is.
didn't even know this was a thing, and like all of a sudden it just pops up.
It was. It's mostly CG. There's some.
Oh no, it's a
there's
lot
some
of,
live action,
yeah.
like as far as live actors.
It's what you said is it's Who Framed Roger Rabbit in 2022.
Yes.
That's what it is.
But the problem I have with well, okay, so they got claymation in this. They've got cartoon,
all of them.
They've got CG.
Oh, they have all the different animations in there. But
it's
in
so good.
in a real world.
We have yet to see like a full breakdown of all the Easter eggs in this movie.
I
and
know
I'm
it's
sure
kind of
someone's making a
ridiculous,
list.
but it's
It's-
actually really good. I've told everybody the only thing that I can't get past.
Ugly Sonic.
No,
He is in this,
yeah,
and they
Ugly
show
Sonic
the
is
teeth.
in it, and he's actually got
I
a
read
decent part in it, and it's hilarious. And they make fun of every single thing we have all said about it.
Yes.
And they bring it all to life, and it's hilarious. I love it.
I read that he was in it.
John Mulaney's voice.
Yes,
though.
John Mulaney's voice as
John Mulaney.
He's a stand-up comedian.
Chip.
Okay, Alex.
Is he
yes.
Chip or
You
Dale?
got Chip.
It is
yes.
Chip.
Because
Okay,
think of Double O Dale is the one who
that's right.
left.
That's right. That's
And
right. That's right.
Dale
Dale,
is
Dale is the flower shirt, right?
yes. And
He's
Chip is
kinda-
Indiana Jones.
He's kind of the dumb one, isn't he?
He's in this, yes.
Yeah.
He is Andy Samberg.
Yeah.
Had to think of the
Okay.
voice.
See, and he
So-
was fine with the voice
Yeah.
acting, but
J.K. Simmons is
oh yeah,
he's in this too.
yeah, he's perfect.
Isn't the fat guy? Doesn't he really love cheese?
Yes.
Yes, and they
Yes.
actually do a callback to
Yes.
it.
Doesn't
and
he like
actually-
get hypnotized by cheese?
Yes,
he
and they
does.
do it.
And actually, yes, so that's actually a big part of the movie.
Yes. Yes.
And what's the girl's name?
She's okay. So the other two are
She's in it.
hardly in it, but they're
she's in it,
it.
and the
Okay.
the bee guy. I can never or
Yeah.
the bug.
I'm thinking
the
Rescue
blue bug.
Rangers. That's what this is.
Yes, it is. It's Chip and Dale
But
but it's
Rescue
mainly
Rangers.
Chip and Dale.
But it's called
as the
Chip
main.
and Dale.
It's just called
Rescue
Chip and
Rangers.
Dale. Okay.
No, it's not.
It's just called Chip and Dale.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No.
Oh.
It is called Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Okay.
What was her name though?
I cannot.
You want me to look this up?
I
Well,
can't. I don't remember her name.
The cheese lovers was Monterey Jack because of Monterey cheese, right?
Yeah.
Colby
I don't
Jack.
remember what her name is. But
Yeah.
but yeah, she's got a smaller part, and so does the bug guy. I cannot remember those two.
Gadget.
Gadget. Okay.
Gosh.
But who's the bug guy?
Well, he's actually voiced by someone else. He's got a deep voice.
Something's burning. Is Jake?
He's
burning
cooking.
stuff?
Jake's cooking.
He's
He's
cooking.
making.
Eric Bana plays Monterey Jack.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know
Oh, yeah, I
that.
didn't know that.
Zipper is played by Dennis Haysbert.
Zipper.
Dennis Haysbert.
Dennis Haysbert, the
Yeah,
State
he plays
Farm
Zipper.
guy.
Yeah, State Farm guy.
Who's Zipper? Is he a fly?
He's the fly
That's
guy.
what it is. A
Okay.
fly.
He's got a deep voice in this, so
yeah,
it
he
doesn't
looks-
fit him.
I know it doesn't, but it's the movie is actually very.
Will Arnett's
very
in
good.
this.
Who does he play?
Sweet Pete. Pete.
Oh, he does.
Yeah. Brett, you should probably check this out.
Is it on-
There's that, and there's only I can't
Seth
say
Rogen's in
I
it.
can't
What's
say
on it? What's it on?
Disney Plus.
I can't say one other thing, like the other part that is disturbing to me because it'll ruin
Paula Abdul's a voice.
part of the movie. So, but there's definitely an actual cartoon character from Disney that's a main character that they mess up that on purpose that I can't get out of my head because it's just hard to watch because it's disturbing.
I guess
So,
Keegan-Michael Key is in every freaking movie because he's a voice in this too.
of course he is. But no, it's a really good movie. But yeah, with Chip's voice being
Chris Parnell's in this too.
Really?
Yes.
Now we're gonna have to watch it again. But Chip's voice being John Mulaney, it really just didn't. It clashed.
That's the only one. Is John Mulaney's voice?
The voice didn't match with the cartoon, and I didn't really like it. I think we could
takes
have found,
away.
We could have found like Chris Pratt would have been even.
Why
been
is
fine.
Chris Pratt always
I don't
perfect?
know, but
I don't get it.
His
He's
voice,
just the voice.
His voice is really
you know what?
good.
You're right. I can see it.
Yeah.
I can
Right?
see Andy Samberg and Chris Pratt bouncing off one another pretty well.
John Mulaney's voice is it's too annoying for
It's
this
very
character.
annoying. Yes, I agree.
But it's hard to say that because I really like John Mulaney.
John Mulaney's great as a stand-up comedian, but that's what he is.
I know.
He's not a voice actor to me. Only in Big Mouth.
He does have a very Big Mouth is fine, but
A lot
he
of
has a
them
very
go to
unique
voice acting, though.
voice.
They do.
I mean, a lot of them they just start with stand up and then
Right.
it moves them
You
on.
forget
to
how
other
much
things.
Tim Allen's done.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But no, it's a good movie. You should watch
I'm
it.
gonna give it like an 8.5. The only downfall is the voice.
Yeah, I'd say so. I agree.
So that's my quick review on that. We move on. Alex and I've been watching some more Family Guy. Not much else to say about it. You playing anything?
Did you end up watching the newest episode about Stewie getting his period?
What? No.
Okay, we'll have to watch that tonight then. I didn't watch it all the way through because I ended up falling asleep, but because I was really tired and I was laughing while I was falling asleep, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I just turned it on, and it's really funny. He thinks he gets his period,
Oh god.
and he acts like he's got PMS and stuff. Yeah,
Wow.
it's funny.
That's messed up. Play anything?
Nothing new. I made it to the so I was trying to get the achievement for winning all the games in a season on the baseball, and there's 32 games in a season, and I got close. It got to the point where I want to say 4 or 5 games I was losing, and I was started to get concerned. But like 3 in the last 10 games, and it's got to the point where I usually have something playing while I'm playing, so I got to turn that off and lean forward because you got to
pay attention at that.
You got to watch every pitch.
Yeah.
And one game I was down like 4-0 in the first inning.
Yeah.
My pitcher gave up 4 home runs. I was pissed.
Oh.
And I got to around the 6th, and I think I hit 2 grand slams that inning, and I ended up winning big. But I was like sweating because it was getting close. So I made it to the playoffs and see where we go from there.
Oh, you haven't finished yet.
I haven't finished. Nope.
Ooh, that's rough.
So, but I did get the achievement for going undefeated in the regular season.
How many playoff games are there?
There's only 4 series, and I think it's the best of 5. So you only have to win 3.
So that's like 12 games?
Maybe.
Yeah.
So
depending on if you win all 3.
3, 6. You only
4 series, right?
Well, the first round is 4 series.
Yeah.
So to win it all, you only have to win 9 games.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's still a lot of games.
Yeah.
See, in the NFL, it's like you got your first.
You don't have series. You just have
You have like 3 games tops.
Tops, yeah. Even if you get in the wild card, it's wild card, division,
championship,
conference, and then finals.
Right. Yeah. Playing for us, Alex and I've been doing some. Played some Mario Party Superstars on Wednesday.
That was like the funniest ending ever.
I can't believe it all happened.
I seriously thought Brian won.
I seriously did too.
I don't know about y'all, but I know if I own a game or not.
Own a game.
I know exactly. What
okay,
so
about. We were all right. So we started the stream off playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It was Brig and me just playing, and then Brian hopped in, and then I was okay with swapping over to something else because I found out in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe you can only play with friends and bots. You can't play with friends and online.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sucks.
Unless you're split screen on the same screen.
Oh, okay.
So I was okay with that. It turned out to be all right. You know, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is always a great game to play with friends. You know, I'd say more couch co-op in a feeling.
Yeah.
It was fine playing it, but I was like, I don't feel like the rush is there. But Mario Party, on the other hand, That's a different story. But Patrick thought that he had the game Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because he has played it before, and he didn't realize that he had played it on the Switch of his brother-in-law, I guess. And he owns it digitally, so he couldn't lend him the game.
Just had to bust his balls a little bit.
He really
'Cause
just.
I
I
got
can't
on
believe
that
you thought he
stream
owned it.
and you weren't playing it. I'm like, what happened to Mario Kart? It's like, well, Patrick thought he owned it. I'm like, what do you mean he thought he owned it?
Everyone else owns this classic game that's been out for the Switch since its launch, practically. I think it was a launch title.
I think so, yeah.
And yeah, I can't believe it.
8 they haven't was 8 new for the Switch, or was it?
It was new for the Wii U.
Yeah,
Because it came
Yes.
out as,
Yeah,
as a deluxe title
they
for the
haven't
Switch.
done a Switch Mario Kart yet.
They did the live one, which was supposed to be like it has a camera on it,
Yep.
and you have the view of Mario Kart, as you driving it around your house.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it was like it's like $100 per cart.
oh
so,
yeah, I remember that.
yeah.
It was weird.
Gimmicky.
Yeah.
And Nintendo's VR was also gimmicky, and they've been trying to do new things, and it just doesn't work for me. I'm okay with them sticking with what they've done.
I just like them sticking with the classics.
They have new tracks coming in July, so I'm really excited about Mario Kart's. They've expanded upon this a lot more, and that's good. I'm happy about that. But I'm just.
But yeah, so Mario Party.
So Mario Party, I won, but I didn't think I had the bonus stars.
You barely won.
I won by 1 star, yeah. But it was me up by 1 star. I got the last roll was lucky. I got a star on my last roll, and that put me up by 1. And the bonus stars went. Brian and I, we had some headbutting, but it was all in good fun.
Mario Party makes you.
I'm the jump
yell at
rope
your
king,
friends.
bro. I'm just saying.
Oh, with the fire.
Yeah, the fire jump rope.
Yeah, the fire.
He
jump rope.
he and I had a little spat about that because he and I were talking garbage at each other and
Yeah.
trying to be all
I
who's
know.
better. But he was like, "Oh, I'm in the lead though," when because I won. And,
Yeah.
Then he was lying 2 turns later. So, yeah, it was all good.
I know
fun.
it's always fun watching you guys like yell at each other on Mario Party. Though.
It is. Yeah.
Well, because
Um,
you never know who's gonna win.
Right.
Like, you could play the game and not you can sit back and barely play the game and still.
I think
flip
all of
the
us-
coins win.
I think all of us but Patrick had first place.
You guys got so many of those little Bowser switcheroo things.
Yeah.
And you have to wager so many coins or whatever for the game or facing each other.
Oh yeah.
when Patrick
Are you
and
talking
Brian,
about chance time?
yeah, when Patrick and Brian went against each other.
Oh
and
no, you're talking about the duel.
the duel, and
Yeah.
Patrick only wagered 30 coins or something,
Should
and I
have
was like,
wagered the whole
I was
thing.
like, you should have wagered 100, and he did 30. I was like, pansy. You should have just went ahead and did the whole thing. That's what the fun of it is.
Yeah.
He played
Um,
it safe.
But we've also been playing some Warzone and some Fortnite. Got some victories. It's been good.
Yeah.
Been fun. That's about all we got for playing and watching. Can move into.
Oh no! I watched
something else.
a Netflix special.
Yeah, the thing
watched-
that
I
happened
watched,
here in Indiana. Not
our-
here, but
Well,
in
no,
the
it happened
state.
in Indianapolis. It's called Our Father.
Yes.
Oh, I saw something about that.
It's
The paternity doctor who knocked up a
right now
bunch of women.
94 and counting.
Yeah.
Jeez.
94 counted kids, and there's apparently way more.
Yeah.
So, but
That's
yeah, it happened only a
crazy.
couple hours away from us, and within our radius, there is a chance. And when it happened, he was doing this from as early as 1979 all the way to I think it was 86. So we could have gone to school with some of these kids
Yeah.
that still have no idea whether or not they were adopted or if he was
Brett,
really
you're definitely
his
your parents'
they're the father.
son. I've seen.
Yes,
both of
I
you.
know. I was just there's, that's what that show really makes you get out your photo album and go, oh my god. But
Yeah.
a lot of them were blonde hair, blue eyes, and then they would go in thinking that the father would be apparently not. They would find out the mother's fertile, but the father's not. So they would go and see this doctor down in Indy, who's a specialist.
Yeah.
And then he would, the actual father would go in and have a good time and give his sample of sperm, and they would actually stick it up there and fertilize the woman, right? Well, that's not what he did. He actually, while they were transporting the samples, he would go into his office while the woman was in the other room with her legs all open, and he would get himself off, get his sperm, put it in the syringe, throw away the other guys, the actual father, and impregnate the woman.
Was he? He's incarcerated, right?
No.
He's not.
That
incarcerated.
is why people need to actually watch this.
It's not illegal for anything he did.
Because up until 2018, there was not a law for this. The only criminal charges he got were a $500 fine, and it was like
No civil suits.
it was like lying on a piece of paper to an officer. What's
like a false police report?
Not necessarily
False
that,
statement.
but like a false statement or it was falsifying a record or saying something. So he basically said on paper to the Attorney General of Indiana, I did not, and he wrote it out, I did not use my own semen for this. And that was the only thing they could get him on was lying.
So like lying under oath.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yes. Like he lied and got a fine.
So-
That was
Moving the
it.
table, Alex.
Sorry. He lied, got a fine, and was like charged as like a level 6 felony or something.
Well, I mean, he
and was still able to practice.
He wasn't raping them, which is good. But
It's a form.
So because the only reason why he was able to kind of get away with it and not get any jail time, which is completely in my opinion, and watching all this and getting all the facts, the women consented to, on paper, consented and signed saying, I want to get pregnant. I can't get pregnant.
right.
I'm consenting for you to fertilize me with my husband's
right.
or a donor's that they signed off on, a donor's semen, not yours.
So I mean, that's where you would.
That's
think a
where
civil
the
suit
gray
could come
line
in.
is, and they could not get him on that because he's like, but I gave you what you wanted.
Right.
But that's not so all of the women that actually, the mothers that actually got on this documentary came out and said, if I knew it was his, hell no, I would have said absolutely not. So the other crazy thing that you find out is one of the girls that's his daughter, but from another mother, she finds out because they all have a genetic immune disorder, and he could have not even passed his own donor questionnaire. You have to have like a 99% clear genetic test or something, and free of diseases and cancers and diabetes and things like that. He wouldn't have even passed his own genetic questionnaire for donating sperm.
Mhm.
And he passed down a nasty autoimmune disorder to almost all of these kids that have, or adults now, that have found out that he's their father.
Right.
And that is the only reason a lot of them have found out. Or if they just did a quick 23andMe thing, and it was like, as soon as they would do in a cheek swab, they would send it in and go, okay, well, 23andMe, you're probably going to get 4 or 5 extended family members you don't know about.
Right.
And these people were getting hundreds as soon as they would get the results, and they would say half brother, half sister. And
That's crazy.
luckily one person, kind of the first person to ever find out, took on all this responsibility and signed up and said every time she got pinged that another person got added to the family tree, she would message them and say, I'm sure you have tons of questions, make sure you talk to me, I can help you figure these things out. But yeah, and then where they start pinning them on the map is all within like a so much radius.
Mhm.
The other thing is, he said, you have recordings of him on this documentary of him saying, oh, I swear it was only 5 times. Oh, I swear it was no more than 14 times. And they're on like the actual documentary goes up to interviewing child number like 62. And they all find out like basically the same way. And the crazy thing I was talking about earlier was one girl, that was his daughter, that she ended up finding out and finding that he was actually her gynecologist, and she impregnated him. So her dad technically impregnated her with his child. Yeah.
Interesting.
Like it's just sick. And this guy is still alive, and he's still not like getting charged with anything.
Was he interviewed?
That he refused.
They
What-
always do.
Was there ever a reason? Did he ever state publicly his reason for doing so?
No, they can't. Like, he just said, at the time, I thought I was doing the right thing.
Nah, it seems more like a perversion kind of thing.
That's
you know?
messed
So,
up.
and we found out with his history that he would use religious, like, the only reason the other reason he got off scot-free is because he had it in with a lot of, like, the Indianapolis people, because he was a top doctor, and
He was very good at his job.
he was very good at his job, and he also was, like, a very religious man, an elder of the church.
What was the name of this again?
Did they run
It's
him
called
out of
Our
town?
Father. Did they what?
Run him out of town?
Oh, I don't know if he's still at where he's at, but basically there's an actual phone conversation when she tries with the first girl to try to really bring him out into light. She recorded all of her conversations when he would call her. She tried to contact like every single news outlet because the Attorney General's office, like, she sent a complaint and they just basically gave her a finger and said, that sounds stupid, no way. And like, it showed you on the documentary them saying like, we're not researching this any further. And he calls her and says, because one of the news ladies actually picked it up and was like, wow, this is fucked up. I'm going to go ahead and try to interview this guy, and I'm going to put his name out there. And this guy sat down in a restaurant, like, refused to be on camera, but sat down in a restaurant with this lady right next to the news station with like a gun in his pocket. Like, to try to like intimidate her and say, do not put my name out there, don't do any of this.
Okay.
Like, he was really threatening and stuff to her.
Seems like
That's
you
messed
could
up.
get some investigative reporter interested in this.
Oh my god,
At this point, probably.
I just can't believe it's all this stuff and all the interviews and everything that you see is like 2016, 2017, 2018. Like, this is relatively new stuff that actually just came out that I can't believe we never knew about. And it happened only within like miles from here.
Yeah?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, no.
But yeah, so it was just, if you haven't seen the documentary yet, it's enough to make anybody that lives within like 100-mile, 200-mile radius of Indianapolis to take a freaking cheek swab if you're 34 and above.
You want me to get you a phone charger?
No, it's fine. 34 and above, and then
Instagram
find out
responses?
if you're one of his kids.
Instagram responses?
This is gonna last for a while. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I got really concerned.
But yeah, so it's a really crazy documentary, and I can't believe I didn't watch it earlier. But it's a newer documentary. But yeah. It's like mind blowing.
Okay. I just avoid all these documentaries that everyone talks about now because I've been burned by them now.
You just, like, you have to remember it may not say the whole truth.
Right.
You know?
That's very true. But they try to show you everything that's been going on.
And that happened here in Indiana.
Yes.
That's
Indianapolis.
It's crazy. What? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just saying that, you know, you hope to be able to believe everything that you watch, but that's rarely the case. A lot of stuff is left out. Certain sides are not heard, you know.
You hope that
Right now, with 64 kids against one person, that seems
DNA testing is different. That's
Yeah.
a different thing.
I feel like the what you need to see is there. I actually do need it.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, I figured so. All right, you guys talk amongst yourselves.
Yes. Is this something that you would watch?
If I had Netflix, I might.
Oh, I didn't know that you didn't have Netflix. Yeah, but anyway, so this is super super crazy stuff. And then when I was looking it up, I was like, "There's no way!" Like, the people they were interviewing, they said that like their age down at the bottom, and like the youngest one was like 36 years old. I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, and then they showed like people going up like upwards into like between Indiana and Fort Wayne. I'm like, there's a possibility we know one of these people. It's ridiculous. And
Yeah.
and he was practicing this for over a decade. So the fact that he didn't get charged with I would say rape, because it was consent, but not consent for him.
But there was no sexual act.
Okay, so this is where they get it, where they can get him, is that she was in the other room and he was still on you have to have fresh sperm. He was still on a sexual high after masturbating, taking his sperm and going into the other room and sticking in the woman. Yeah, so technically, yeah, I would say, yeah, that's considered rape.
I'm not sure how rape is defined, you know.
I mean, I don't know. Then, but
other
because
than unconsensual sex.
yes, so Indiana didn't have laws against this, so there was no way of like charging him for it.
Yeah.
Well, of course, there's no laws against it. Well, apparently, at the end of the documentary, you find out that there were, because of this coming out, and more investigations, there is an additional 45 doctors that have been found to do this.
Wow.
Yeah, not just him. Just he's the most like that has done it multiple times and has gotten caught. Yes, 45 other doctors.
Well, what could be a thing is it is part of some men can take great pride in their ability to procreate. So maybe it's this power trip that these doctors are on, or like, these women come in, their spouses can't impregnate them. I'm gonna,
That's crazy.
That kind of thing.
That is just crazy.
And
But that's not
that's
not for them to decide.
Okay, but if they see it, if they do it, let's say they do it once, thinking I'm going to help this family out, I'm going to, I know I can impregnate this woman, and then it happens, then they're like, oh.
So the other thing that sickens me about is that he was super.
Sick, yes.
So apparently his office was all like full of all these religious sayings and stuff, and he kept quoting like when he first sat down with like the first 5 kids that found out about it, and he's like, "Fine, I'll meet with all of you, but not on camera and whatnot." So they all got on camera and said,
That's
"This is what
messed up.
happened," and they sat down. I don't know if it was I think they said it was at his house at a table, and he basically interviewed all of them and said, "How old are you? What do you do for a living?" And they all said it seemed like he was like judging us and ranking us as his offspring, like who made it, who's the best, who's the
Wow.
smartest, and he had no empathy or anything. It was like, well, I'm sorry this happened, but yeah, I guarantee there's no more than the 5 of you. And then more kept popping up and more, and then he kept referring back to be fruitful and multiply, and that he's part of a cult and like, all this, like, it just, there's so much digging that people were doing that they're finding out about this guy. And apparently when he was in his 20s, he accidentally ran over a little girl, and then after that it changed his life and he went into religion and all of this. Yeah. It's crazy, super crazy.
It is. Moving on.
Yeah,
It's depressing.
It's very much so.
Well, that I mean, you have to think these husbands that think that it's their child for the last 35 years.
Sure.
And then now they're finding out
it's
not theirs.
It's not theirs biologically,
well,
but
that's what I mean.
Raised.
Yes, but not their blood child when they were told it was.
Yes.
We gotta talk about Super Troopers.
Oh yeah.
Very funny movie. Very funny movie. I was hoping to find like a good image of it. That's okay. I don't need to. So this is the movie club movie of the week, and Alex, you chose this because Brett has not seen this comedy movie of gold from 2001. So this movie, the synopsis of Super Troopers: 5 Vermont state troopers, avid pranksters with a knack for screwing up, try to save their jobs and outdo the local police department by solving a crime. It's got the Broken Lizard cast, got Jim Gaffigan in it. He's got a small part. Some other small roles of other people, but it's mainly just a smaller independent film. Low budget. 13 million went into this movie. What'd you think, Brett?
I wish I would have saw this movie 15 years ago because I might have actually liked it.
This is another one of those. I wish I saw this 15 years ago.
Too late. Yeah. I mean, there were parts that I laughed at, but I thought overall it was really stupid.
It is a dumb film.
But it's like if
it's
you put it along the
dumb.
Same lines as Road Trip, Euro Trip,
which
American
I watched
Pie.
15 years ago.
I know, but you
still
level. Like those movies.
I like them because I've liked them for 15 years. I haven't seen it yesterday
nostalgic factor
and decided to like it.
Well, okay, so they have the added nostalgia factor.
They do.
Sure.
Yeah.
They take me back to when I was 15 years old.
A lot of people introduced to this film nowadays, I think, would see it a little less. I don't think they'd find it as funny because everything that's been done in this film has been redone today.
That's what I mean. Like, it's been redone by or made fun of by somebody else,
or kind of made better.
Or
you could even say that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why it's doing that. I might want to do another replug in.
I already tried.
Yeah, just do it a couple times. I don't know. Just does that. I've seen this movie since it came out on DVD, so it's a cult comedy classic for raunchy fans. I still find some scenes hilarious, but I've seen it so many times to this point. There's some scenes I'm like, oh, this would be hilarious if I was like, seeing this a long time ago.
One part that stuck out to me was when it was towards the beginning when Farva's like, "I got you, you fucker."
No, I thought you were going to say a different scene.
Which one?
When he's beating up the kid?
No.
In the burger joint? No?
That
okay.
was pretty good, though.
With the cotton candy.
Oh, yeah.
The what?
Move it or lose
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Pink
that was
Dick.
funny.
Damn it!
Yeah, I think that was probably the funniest part for me. I don't know why I forgot that, but
I don't know. It just seems like something that you would do for. I don't know why. I feel like you were at a kid's baseball team.
that was a really big cotton candy too.
Yeah, it was. So the storyline of this film is basically just
Would
these-
you move that gigantic cotton candy? God damn it!
Yeah, that was a great part.
the storyline of this movie is basically just these cops try to solve a crime and try to one up the police department that they're competing against to
So
not get shut
it's
down.
a local police department versus a state trooper
Yeah.
Yeah.
station.
The sequel deals with, I believe, the Vermont border changing or something, and they're now Canadian.
Yes.
Are they all?
Yes.
Do
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
all
That's.
come back?
Yeah. It's the
I,
broken Lizard cast.
I forgot about that. Yes.
I think
yeah. And
that's what
2 is
happened.
actually it's very good.
I don't
is
remember
very
it.
good.
I don't remember it very well.
No, we've seen it once, but it was very good.
I have a theory about this movie, and I have
Okay.
told Alex this theory when we first watched this a couple years ago. Not first watched, when we watched this a couple years ago, and I kind of like thought about it. I believe that Ursula is an anonymous drug kingpin. I think she is the ringleader of it all, and
Oh,
anonymously.
why you say that?
Because she acts super innocent in every scenario. She's always missing in every drug bust.
Yeah,
She knows a lot about the area, but she's never left the desk.
because they won't let her go out on the road.
Mm-hmm. She knows how to get him back, but she shows up late,
Interesting.
30 minutes late.
And she just shows up randomly.
Yeah, and out of the blue, just shows up. Like they're looking, and she's there.
Oh, did Jake fart?
Jake just shit himself in the hallway.
He
You gotta
shows
go
me.
wipe,
He said,
dude.
"Hey, dinner's ready."
What did he cook?
Chicken Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my theory that I've come up with this. I don't know how much weight it has, but I've seen this movie enough to really see it a few times. I'm like, is she the one that's behind all this? And like no one else knows, but she does, like pulling the strings behind the scenes. I never caught this before. Stanky beer.
I guess I never
Yeah.
thought
Never
about that
caught
before.
it till,
no,
like-
never caught it.
I was really thinking about it. Yeah. I got a couple of facts about this movie. The couple that Farva says chicken fucker to are his parents.
Are you serious? $20.
That's funny.
If you bet me $20, I'll call him a chicken fucker.
That is his mom and dad.
Are you serious?
That's why the reaction was so. Our son just said that.
They probably didn't even know it was coming.
They
They
didn't.
probably just thought there was another scene about being pulled over. So. I wonder how many takes that
I
was.
could not. I think that was one
Just
take.
one take.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
So you know that I'm pretty sure. Do you remember the scene where the chief was like, "Damn it, give me the soap," and he eats it and then
You
spits it
think
back
that
out.
was improv?
I'm pretty sure that was improv. You have to kind of pause it and look. You know when he spits it and you look at the guys' reactions. They're like,
It's
trying to hold it
actually
in.
not. I found out it is white chocolate.
"Well, it's not soap, but like."
No, it's not soap.
Yeah.
So it's not improv.
She's saying
Oh,
that-
I thought it was.
I thought it
Oh,
was.
we
too.
watched. We
Right.
watched. There's some
There's a blooper.
scene. Is that what
There's
it
a
was?
blooper
It was a
to
blooper
Yeah,
then.
Yeah.
But they're like cracking up or whatever because they can't keep
That
a
is-
straight face.
It's real maple syrup that they drink.
Oh no, it is. I was really
How
hoping,
would they
like,
get
while
that
I was
down?
watching it, I was really hoping that it was just like some kind of
Yes.
thicker.
They
liquid.
tried to make it thick tea, but it was not realistic enough. The syrup looks fake enough already,
It
so they had
does.
to have thinned it a little bit.
I don't know how they could.
I don't
or
know
it could
how
have
they
been
could.
real maple syrup. Real maple syrup is really thin, so they could have done that, but it was real.
They probably found like the cheapest, thinnest maple syrup.
I don't know.
They really did that. Can you imagine, like the?
Yeah.
Can you imagine the sugar rush? That's why when you see the rookie's eye, he's like,
Wow.
"Wow."
I love it when they throw the bottle. Sit down.
Sit down.
Dunk.
Dunk.
God damn it. The bulletproof cup scene was filmed in front of a prison. So during the scene's filming, inmates were catcalling Mac.
Really?
Because his ass was all out.
That's funny.
Yep.
Well, there's one scene where he's like, "All right, rookie, your turn to wear it." And then he passes off and he's naked.
Yeah. Well, not the rookie, but the
No,
rookie
not
was.
not the rookie.
The rookie had his pants on.
He had
Mac
Mac
did
was
not.
naked.
Yeah.
Mac, he was standing full on butt naked when the chief walks up, and
He's just like,
just
oh.
sitting there with his
He
wang out.
shot the window.
He's just like, we
used
also
blanks."
used blanks back in my day. You guys are sick. Thank you, Chief.
The cat game. He said meow 11 times.
Good say, because he said he went like this, like it was 8, and I was like, I could have sworn it
No,
was.
He was supposed to do 10. He was
was
sitting
supposed
there at 9. I was like, no, there was. He said it 11 times.
Oh, okay.
The movie was supposed to set place in 1970, but they didn't have the budget to do a lot of automobile changes and stuff, which would have been great.
I like that they kept it.
I think it would have been fine in 1972. It would have been fine. They don't use cell phones.
Right.
No.
So
My absolute favorite scene of that whole entire movie is just the first 15 minutes.
yeah,
Oh, when
you
they're
love
pulling
it.
over the dopers.
Where he
Yeah.
they're already high, and then he eats like 2 bags of weed, and then he eats a bag of shrooms. The cops know that they're getting pulled over, so they pull him over, and they're like, "Okay,
Do
and-
more.
do more." No, please. Then they take off. He's like, "All right, guys, that was crazy. I was about to get my gun out, and pop whatever,
Club an eye and bust a cap.
bust a cap."
Pow.
And
And
they
they
turn
just-
around and they try to pull him over when they're already pulled over. And you got the guy in the back just like
Freaking out.
his eyes are all glossed over, and he's. It's just like he plays it so well.
Yeah.
Then they come back over, they're talking to him.
Alex, I think you love this movie a lot more
They
than
come back
us.
over, they talking to him, and he goes, "Candy bars."
I think Alex lost it.
Yep.
I'm serious. It's like one of the best like scenes from a movie I've ever seen. Like it just cracks me up so bad.
The
Oh my
enhanced
God.
scene is an homage to Blade Runner's Harrison Ford looking for clues on a photo. So
Enhance.
enhance.
So
You got-
whenever we
Alex,
have, that's
Alex,
what.
try to do your phone again.
When we have Brig on my streams and he's playing PC and he like
He has a mechanical keyboard.
He's on a keyboard and it sounds like that's why we always go enhance. Enhance.
Captain O'Hagan is frequently filmed in front of antlers. So you might notice that he's got some kind of bunny ears or some kind of from antlers that he's standing in front of. Farva's puking was real.
Oh damn! Really?
Mm-hmm.
Was he really throwing up alcohol?
I think so. I mean, why not?
I mean, he went all
What
out.
would you want to go? Whoa.
He went all out for that movie then.
Mhm.
Gross.
It's fun to watch, I'd say, with friends.
Oh, it's fun to watch with or without friends.
Brett would probably not have laughed with. I don't know. Would you have enjoyed this any more without us? Like
No.
any? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give this one like just a standard 7.
Yep. I'll go with
I
7.
figured you would. I knew it.
Out of comedy movies, I give it in a comedy sense.
You're
like,
lolling just talking
I
about it.
give it
so-
like an 8.5, 9.
Yeah.
It's like it's up there for one of my favorite comedies.
Right. I have 2 choices. Now these 2 for the next week, they're Oscar winners and major nominations. The first one is The Grand Budapest Hotel, and the second one is Birdman, or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. Now, I can give you the synopsis of these movies.
Okay.
So, I'll go with Grand Budapest Hotel first. Here, let me grab that. I should have had that link up.
Would you say what was the second one?
Birdman.
Oh,
Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So the synopsis of Grand Budapest Hotel. In the 1930s, the Grand Budapest Hotel is a popular European ski resort presided over by concierge Gustav H. That's it. Zero, a janitor lobby boy, becomes Gustav's friend and protege. Gustav prides himself on providing first-class service to the hotel's guests, including satisfying the sexual needs of many elderly women who stay there. When one of Gustav's lovers dies mysteriously, Gustav finds himself the recipient of a priceless painting and the chief suspect in her murder. So that one came out. They both came out in 2014. Now the other one, Birdman,
Have we not seen that?
No, we haven't seen either of these. So, and both of these have gotten 9 Oscar nominations.
I know Birdman got
Yeah.
quite a good review.
So Birdman, former cinema superhero Regan Thompson, Michael Keaton, is mounting an ambitious Broadway production that he hopes will breathe new life into his stagnant career. It's risky, but he hopes that his creative gamble will prove that he's a real artist and not just a washed-up movie star. As opening night approaches, a castmate is injured, forcing Regan to hire an actor, Edward Norton, who is guaranteed to shake things up. Meanwhile, Regan must deal with his girlfriend, daughter, and ex-wife. So, yeah.
Well, to be honest, neither of these sound interesting to me, but I'll
Right.
go with Birdman because of Michael Keaton.
No, that's what I'm saying. I want to go
Okay.
with Birdman.
Both of them have 9 Oscar nominations and 4 wins in different
Ooh.
categories.
All right.
So they're...
Who'd you say was in the first one?
Oh, the Grand Budapest Hotel?
Yeah.
Click on that.
I don't. Did you say who was in it?
I didn't say who was in that one. I didn't say who was in either of them.
No,
but-
I mean I think we just know Michael Keaton.
You're going to love this cast, Alex. You're going to regret your decision. Ray Fiennes,
Ooh.
Adrian Brody, Willem Dafoe, Jeff Goldblum, Jude Law, Harvey Keitel, Bill Murray, Ed Norton,
Holy shit.
Jason Schwartzman, Tilda Swinton, Tom Wilkinson, Owen Wilson,
Oh man.
Pretty
Wes
stacked.
Anderson. Very, very stacked
Do you want to watch that
cast.
one instead? Okay, fine. We'll watch Birdman. Josh,
So,
you and I can watch that. Like
now, Birdman has
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton, Zach Galifianakis, Ed Norton,
Ed Norton's in both.
Emma Stone. Yes, Naomi Watts. Let me see if there's anybody else you might recognize. Maybe there might be other ones later, like when you watch it. But yeah, Edward Norton's in both of them. Oh, Zach Galifianakis is also in it.
You said that.
Did I?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So Birdman is our choice, and Alex and I'll just have to watch Grand Budapest Hotel because it has a lot of her favorite actors in it.
Mhm.
And yeah, we're gonna do that. Moving on. Got a little bit of news here, nerd news. Just one thing. There's another reboot that was announced, Alex. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is getting rebooted on Hulu. So
Really?
yeah, I've never seen the movie. Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're.
Why wouldn't I like it? Or why do you think I wouldn't like it?
I just don't. It's not a movie. It's not a movie that I think you're gonna like.
Okay.
That's. I don't know how to explain it. I just know what you like, and I don't even think Brett will like it. It's not something that I would even think to suggest because it would be worth it for me and you to watch it together so I could see if you would like it. Now, but no, I don't. Brett would tear this shit apart. Like he would.
Right. Is it the
It's-
CGI?
It could be that. It could be the story. It could be it could be like a just. It's something you kind of had to be there when it came out.
Came out in like 2003.
Yeah, I know, but like it's. I just don't think it's gonna.
Yeah. Okay.
I just don't think it holds up now.
All right. That's all I really had for nerd news. Nothing really major on that.
Oh, I had a
so.
quick one.
You did.
So Kotaku just put out an article, I think today, that let me get it
Don't
so I
mess
can
with
read
the
it
corner.
verbatim. After years of hype, the Xbox Game Pass burnout is here.
Burnout.
Burnout. I don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking about. Burnout.
I'm not talking about it. Kotaku's talking.
Okay.
about
I
did
know
it
what
say?
they're talking about.
Okay. What did the article say?
It just said that basically, and I didn't read the whole thing, but basically that there's nothing good on there because they haven't had any really day one first party releases. Now
Good God.
there is this. I remember when it launched, it was kind of dry, and I
It
remember
was,
that it was a bunch of the games with gold games, which is what annoyed me at first because I'm like, I have all these games.
Yeah.
I don't need this service.
Yeah.
If you're just going to put out games for gold games, then what's the point? But I think the value is
It's there.
well
It's-
there.
I don't.
And you know what, gamers, if you don't want Game Pass, don't buy it. Don't subscribe. Pay full price for your game.
There's
Right?
no reason not to get it. To be honest,
I agree. And
It's so much easier. I think when especially
when was the
when
last time we
when-
bought? Well, I mean, we bought Destiny
and
stuff.
it's really nice when our squad has Game Pass because
Right.
we find like, hey, if one of our games isn't working, like
or we're
when
bored with it.
or
we wanna
we're
try
bored,
something
or
new.
Halo kicks us off multiple times for some fucking reason,
Right.
bans us for no reason for playing the game, and we're like, screw it, we're gonna try something else. That's how we found
Gang Beasts.
Gang Beasts. We're like, oh well, what's on Game Pass? Because everybody has Game Pass. Gang Pass. Everybody has Game Pass. So it makes it a lot easier because you're just like, oh, okay, all right, well, I'll play this because you already have it. If you have
Right.
Game Pass, everybody has it.
It's not like Game Pass is. It's not like, hey, if you get an Xbox, you got to have Game Pass. That is not the case. It
No.
is totally,
It's optional.
elective.
Yeah.
You know, but it was fun. Apparently, I didn't read the thread, but apparently the Xbox Game Pass Twitter page just lit them up in the comments.
I hope so.
I'm
I hope
sure.
so because they've got
that could be pretty entertaining.
there's so much.
Yeah.
There's so much on it.
Especially if you're new to the console. Like if you've been a Sony person this whole time and you can't get a PS5, so you get a Series X, which I've seen a lot of people in that group that I'm in, because there's like 100,000 people in this group, say, I've been Sony all this time, but I can't get a PS5, so I went with the Series X. What should I play?
Right.
Like, go to Halo, go to Gears, go to all the first party things that are just there for having this service.
Okay. I'm looking at a list of like what's coming out soon, because
the one that's coming out next week, this week is Sniper.
I just saw that Sniper
Elite. Is it Elite Sniper?
probably.
No, what's it called? Yeah, Sniper Elite 5 is coming out.
Yeah.
Which I'll check that out because I really enjoyed 2 and 4.
Well, we got Gotham Knights coming out. And Saints Row.
I thought it got delayed, but I didn't think Gotham Knights was coming to Game Pass.
They're not.
No, it either got canceled or it got delayed.
It got delayed. It got
But-
delayed.
I just saw there was a post a couple days ago about it
Well,
too.
and 2 major first parties games got delayed, which is probably where some of this butthurt is coming from.
Probably. Yeah.
Starfield and what was the other one? Starts with an R.
What?
The 2 major first party
I know-
delays
I
that came
know.
down last 2 weeks ago.
I don't know what the other one was.
I don't know what the other one is.
Starfield.
Starfield was
and
one, yeah.
It starts with an R.
Was it from not Activision, Bethesda?
Yes.
Yeah. Both of them were?
Yes.
I don't remember what the other game was that was in development.
Redfall?
That doesn't sound like a Bethesda.
I don't know.
game.
That doesn't. I mean, you could be right. I have no idea.
God, we're journalists.
It's not a game I play.
Right. I mean, lately we've been stuck on battle royale games. Man, we're part of the niche crowd now. We're
I
not.
know, right?
Listen to us. When we first started this podcast, we started talking about Fortnite, and we started talking
Okay, that
about
was again
battle
back
and
when-
PUBG.
Oh God, screw PUBG.
But I'm saying, like, we started talking about that kind of stuff. That's when we first started talking about
I tried.
on the show.
I at least tried PUBG.
We
I
bought
tried.
PUBG.
I bought it. We paid $20 for it. I tried.
Yeah, it's
I was like,
awful.
woohoo! I'm ready
It's
for this.
awful. It's an awful
It
game.
is. No, I gave it
very
a
bad.
0, man.
Very bad.
That game sucks.
I'm very disappointed in it, and I'm not going back. And as much as people in my chat always say, you should go back.
No,
I'm not doing it.
no.
I'm
Just
not
like
doing
I will never ever play Fortnite with like the actual
The build
build
mode.
on.
it.
No,
Right,
no.
Right. I still have yet to try the.
It's
Rocket
like a
League Battle
completely
Royale.
different game.
It is.
Because I've tried it with build and without, and I do not like it with
I
build.
think it just brought a whole nother audience back.
Oh, it did. I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a lot of like whenever we get paired up or do like a drop, you can tell like there's so many new people every time we drop.
I hope they're people and not bots.
Or they're bots, whatever. I don't know. You just know that they're gonna get screwed over if they go and land on Cute Kitty's Cuddle Island, though.
Right. That's where we drop all the time, bro.
That's right.
That's
I
where we
can't
live.
find it.
That's okay. That's fine, Brett.
It's fine. You don't need to find it.
We know that there's a lot of game delays.
And I don't even get mad about game delays.
No? Okay.
No,
Well-
because why would you not want them to have more time that the developer needs to make a good game?
Right.
Hmm.
Alex, I think I can
Versus-
log into our PTO.
Versus like, Redfall. Redfall. was-
Redfall.
That's what I
All
said.
right.
You did.
You did say Redfall,
Alex, I can check our messages.
Okay.
I can do Instagram.
Good,
Don't worry
'cause-
about it. I got it.
good because I can't. It's
I
good.
know.
All right. Well, after I'm done with the podcast,
What are you
Jake,
doing?
Fan question.
the fan question.
I think we should do that next.
Yes.
My phone won't turn on.
And then we should do either or.
You bricked it already, eh?
No,
Well, I think it's-
this charger.
because this is plugged into this, which is plugged into this, which is plugged into this. So I don't think
I
the
think it's
power
trickle charging.
I don't think the power supply is powerful
Proper,
enough.
yeah. I've had an issue with that one. I'm gonna have to go.
It
grab
is a
the
pretty
other
powerful
cord for you.
phone. So
So, yeah, fan question. Right here.
I really like that photo. By the
a lot of
way.
people have A lot
I
of people
want
did
that. I
like
want somebody
it,
to
yes.
do that to me. That'd be fun.
Why? Okay, well, all right.
I'll tape you to that door.
The door probably can't hold me. That door's old, man. I have to be like a wall.
I'll tape you to the wall between the bathroom and the bedroom.
There you go. That way, if I fall.
I'll take the doors off the hinges though.
Oh, okay.
Tape you to the wall. Then.
Anyways, have you ever contributed or witnessed any senior pranks in school? Now, Brett, you brought this to light from cousin Andrew's
Yeah,
suggestion.
Which I thought was ironic because I asked him, I'm like, I don't think we did a senior prank, did we? And he's like, I don't think so. I'm like,
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
And I don't remember any while I was in school any major pranks. Maybe they happened. I just don't recall anything.
Okay. Well, Alex, I know you witnessed one kind of.
A handful.
Mm-hmm.
Handful.
Our senior pranks were done mainly in the fall. A lot of people were talking about, it's
like going into the senior year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
It's more like a tradition with your school, though.
my school senior prank was called initiation. Now it had that name because you basically brought the freshmen in and you taught them how to walk. So our senior prank was walking. They'd take freshmen out and make them walk back out of town.
Yeah.
And make them walk back. It was, and it became an issue.
How far?
Didn't matter.
Like 5 miles? Oh my god.
Could even go farther. So that was what they would do. They would grab freshmen after school, put them in, because every senior had a
Isn't that
car.
Kidnapping?
Essentially.
Essentially. But all right. Remember, Josh went to school with a class of what again?
25. And we had the big class.
Yeah, I know. And you had the big class.
We had the big class in my high school, entire high school career. My
like
class
I've
was the biggest
shadowed
one.
at his school. Okay, it's tiny. It is a very small town.
Yes.
So I mean, for that to happen, it's
a 3-town school.
Everybody knows what's going on when it's happening or before it happens. So I mean, it's not like here.
Right.
But yes, it could still be a problem.
It could be a problem.
It's not
yes.
making it any less.
It became a problem.
It became a
and
problem.
I think that
It's
it
probably
became.
banned now.
I think it's banned now. My senior year, the freshman that came in, he
complained.
Well, he got tied to a chair in a field.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, I would complain about that because that's not part of it.
So right.
Well, how long was he there?
I don't know the story behind all this. So
Josh wasn't involved with it.
I wasn't involved.
His parents filed a missing persons report. That's pretty serious.
I don't know how he got out. I don't know how the situation.
I mean, I remember you telling me about it and how you guys all got talked to and.
Well, yeah, we had a whole school assembly.
Yeah, like how it was.
Well, that means that everybody came into one side of the gym.
That's very true.
That's extremely true.
But yeah, I do remember you actually like calling me and telling me about it though.
Right.
And how it was like it was pretty serious. Like he was really upset. He was crying and yeah,
it was a bad situation.
He was left there for a while. It wasn't like days or anything, but he was left there for hours.
No, yeah, I'm not sure how accurate the whole story is, but if they made it suspendable, then probably. So that's what happened. Like if you were caught.
But before you were a senior,
I never had it done to me.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Did you?
My brother did, and he wasn't a freshman when he went in, but it was because
he was
you're
a
new
new
to school.
new kid.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Your brother had it done?
Mhm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was more social than me.
Did your sisters?
Probably, but they probably just did it.
I mean, they were the
funsies.
twins. I mean,
Yeah.
they probably got dropped off together.
So yeah, that's what I had.
Huh. Okay. There was no other like pranks or anything that you
Nothing
guys
that I
did?
can really think of that was big. I mean, one of my friends tried to give laxatives to the staff by putting them in brownies, but his dad wound up eating them before, and he was pooping his brains out. Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
He did that?
Yeah.
It was his dad?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
His dad saved the school.
One
Wasn't-
butthole at a time.
Wasn't there a show on MTV about senior pranks?
Yes.
I watched one.
It was
where
in like 2005 or 6, I think.
This almost happened, except the kids didn't know, and they used suppositories, and a teacher ate it and got horribly ill.
Well,
oh
yeah.
my god, that's kind of like
Yeah.
contact solution.
It was the contact.
You can't ingest that.
No, apparently, like that's extremely like
poisonous.
it's poison. It's like it's like yeah, it's poison.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, go back to funny stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was his dad. He did
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I think that I don't know how factual, the whole senior prank thing was at the time, but I don't know. It never happened to me because I got home right after school.
Do you remember the episode of? You remember? Yeah, it was the episode of That 70s Show where Donna. It was the Dine and Dash episode, and Donna and Eric get back at him by giving them special brownies.
Yeah,
Yes.
I remember
It
the
was
special
laxatives
brownies.
instead of,
Yes.
And then Kelso comes back down and starts eating it again.
Yeah, he comes back to.
I got my eye
really?
on you too. You're not gonna get me like that again. Oh, that's great.
I love that 70s show. Perfect.
I have a few.
Go ahead.
Do you have like one in particular, or like is there?
There were a couple big ones my junior and senior year.
Yeah.
It was mainly it was my junior year.
Okay.
So your senior class, not yours specifically,
Right.
but like the 2006 senior class, they somehow came in and took all of the lunchroom silverware and stuck it in the ceiling. I don't know how they were able to do this, how they got keys to school and were able to do it, but they took.
Didn't they just put it in a box?
No. Like there were parts of it like actually like under, like they hid some in the tile like underneath, and then there were others that were just like stuck in the tile in there.
Right.
So kind of stupid. There was also a whole entire hallway where all of the desks, I think that was all done in one night, where all of the desks in this one hallway. I went to a giant high school, by the way, a giant high school. And
it was
a
pretty big.
whole hallway, a big one, was every single room, all of the chairs and desks they brought out and they stacked them from like back all the way forward, so that way you couldn't get into any of the classrooms, and like, and then they put a bunch of caution tape.
That's
and
a little
everything.
extreme.
Like, yeah, that one was a little extreme,
Yeah.
but not as extreme as the other one. I think it was, I don't know if it was my senior year, if it was my junior year again, but the in the marching band hall, so right next to where the choir room was in my area of the woods, my first and second period was choir, so I got to smell this. They did stink bombs.
Oh,
They made
no.
homemade stink bombs.
They didn't.
And I don't think they didn't want to do it during school. I think they meant to save it for after school or as school was getting out. And one of them accidentally broke. And it broke in, and then it was one of the band students that did it, and it broke in the band hall, and it stunk the whole entire half of the school up so bad that we had to like evacuate.
Yeah.
Like it was that bad.
Gross.
So, but yeah, those are the ones that I remember. And then there was always talks about trying to do laxatives and stuff for like in the teachers' lounge, but I don't think that ever happened.
Right.
But yeah, those are the ones that I remember. The stink bomb for sure I remember, because I smelled that one I was like, we were all kind of singing and starting to warm up for the morning, and we're like, what is that? And then it was just, all right, everybody get out of the class, and we all have to go outside. And they had to call like the bomb squad, and like they took it all seriously, obviously, and we already had cops and stuff in the school, so
Yeah.
But yeah.
I got one from Arrow on Discord that says, a buddy of mine from college showed me a video of his classmates putting the principal's desk on the football field.
That's
good.
harmless.
That's good.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So I think that's innocent enough for high schoolers to do.
Because my date for my junior prom was involved with one of these, was like an accomplice. He almost didn't get to go to prom and almost didn't get to walk.
Really?
He was part of like I believe the silverware and the desk thing.
We got one on Instagram from the Fickle Fanboys. Shout out to them. They said, only if you count letting a guy call me Wheels for 4 years of high school because he thought, oh, it's funny because of the wheelchair, only to elbow him in the nuts as hard as I can the last day of senior year. Now, that was a great prank on him, so probably doesn't count just because I did it senior year. Well, it counts. In a sense,
It counts.
You got your
revenge.
You took care of your bully.
Good for you. You took care of it.
Yep.
He
as long as you
deserved
didn't
it.
get in trouble,
Hey, he should have gotten in trouble for bowling and for calling him wheels, man. Hey,
Absolutely.
he deserved the kick in the nuts.
Yeah. What?
This is why I read them.
Well, I got one from Jersey Comic Crew that says, got 3 picks and pit 1, 2, and 4 on them. The school.
Oh, they're probably that was probably an older response.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But shout out to those guys for giving us the responses.
Yeah. They might be. Some of them might be older responses.
They are. That's okay. Let me go to our page here, see if we got any on there.
There were some on our Facebook page.
There are. Yes. Let me go to Facebook. Since Alex doesn't have, you got to bear with us. Since Alex doesn't have her.
Stupid
her phone.
phones. Oh my God! Would you look at that?
Yeah. Is it
Just
finally on?
Charging slower.
Yeah, it's charging now.
Is it?
Now it's turning on.
Oh, okay. That's AO. Got one from my mom, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She said my grandfather took apart a tractor and reassembled it on top of a garage. And I asked her, was this a teacher or principal's tractor? And it was a teacher's.
Your grandfather?
Took apart
That's
a tractor.
impressive.
You know, but that sounds like what your grandpa
He
would do
took
because he's
apart a tractor.
I know, but look at what your grandpa does for a living.
I know.
On
But
top of a garage. I'm surprised
that
it didn't
is just
fall through.
You know what? Next
Insanity.
time, all right, we have to remember this for the next time we go over and see your family. And be like, Grandpa, tell me about that time.
I'm
And he's like,
surprised it
oh, you
didn't
heard about
fall
that?
through.
Well, here's the thing, like that, and he was able to lug every hard piece
Yeah.
of whatever up there. He probably didn't do it.
It doesn't
alone.
surprise me. It really
he,
doesn't.
He is literally like he's been the
I
farmer
wonder if he
mechanic
had
forever.
to take it all apart to get it down. I would
don't
imagine
know.
so.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of
Um,
work.
We got one from cousin Andrew on Facebook that said, not one my class did, but a few years after we graduated, a few kids went into the gym roof and painted class of 20 ? Whatever year it was. Our gym was a dome, so it was visible from the road. Well, the gym had been recently re-roofed and the paint voided the warranty. I believe the kids got arrested and had to pay restitution. Didn't turn out well for them.
Oh
I also
my
think a couple of
God.
kids from our class made some brownies with the chocolate laxatives in them and placed them in the teacher's lounge. That's what was going to
So
happen.
you
in my
should
school.
just know by now, if you're a teacher,
Yeah.
you don't eat
never eat food
anything
from
the
the-
last
from the
week of
kids.
school. Nothing
Yeah.
from your kids.
Yeah.
We're in the break room.
See, instead of painting on the dome of the school, you should just like use weed killer and write it on the grass.
Yeah, there you go.
Because the grass will grow back.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Wow, I didn't.
High
know that.
schoolers don't
That's
think that
bad.
way.
Yeah, I
agree.
know. It's like you have to kind of think like we thought it was so cool that somebody
To
like
do anything rebellious.
yeah, so we thought it was cool that somebody did like the silverware thing. We thought it was cool about the stink bomb, but I'm like,
Think
that
of
was
it as
really
as like
stupid.
almost a mid 30-year-old sitting here like that's dumb.
Well, and then there's also like
That's dumb.
senior skip day, but
Yeah.
that's just a day in its own.
Got another one
Nobody
from
cares about senior skip day.
got one from Jeff on Facebook that says the only one I remember was during my senior year. I took the bus and when it pulled up front to the school to let us out, someone had put hundreds of for sale signs in the yard. That's innocent.
It's innocent, but it's fun. Like,
Yeah.
just like
That's
just like
innocent
playing Robin
enough.
Hood.
Right?
I
What?
remember there was an episode of Full House where DJ wanted to do a senior prank, so her friend Kimmy's boyfriend was a crane operator, and they put the principal's car on the roof of the school, but it was a convertible, and they let the top was down, so she got Uncle Jesse to go up and hotwire the car so they could put the top up because it was like a classic old car,
Yeah.
and then he got caught. And the principal wanted to press charges on him, so it was just one of those stupid episodes, but
Mm-hmm.
it was funny.
I love it. I'm looking to see if there's any other responses. Let's see here.
I don't think I had anything on mine.
That was a good question, though.
Let's hit either or then.
Probably.
I got a
Let me
short
make sure.
list.
Yeah. Okay. Either or. Now we were holding off on this one from episode 300, and then
Yep.
we're like, let's put it on 301, and then we're like, well, we had enough on that one. That's like, let's put it on 302.
I think next week I'm gonna bring my iPad for some Andy Griffith trivia.
Okay, we'll have to. I'll
Wait,
have to-
are we doing next week? It's going to be Memorial Day.
We'll see.
Is that really next week?
It
Yeah.
is because we were gonna plan on something, so we'll see.
I forgot about
We'll see.
that.
We might be hungover.
We may or may not have a show next week. We
Yeah.
might be skipping a week.
We might take some PTO time from PTO.
I mean, we already.
I think don't we usually do that though every year?
We don't usually, if it's a Monday
either-
holiday, we usually don't.
Yeah, we
It's
usually
either Memorial
don't.
Day
Yeah.
or Labor Day.
Yeah, those two.
Yeah, we'll see. This will be on the
Yeah.
lookout.
It's
for
either that
our
or maybe
social
we'll do
media.
it like Tuesday. Or,
Anywho.
yeah.
Yep, let's do some either or.
These may be repeats. I kind of went all over the place, but
After 300, I think we're safe
Yeah.
to say.
I think we're good.
soup or stew?
Stew.
Ooh.
It's got to be the right stew.
It
though.
depends on the
Well, there
stew.
are too many stews.
Uh,
Alex, I think gnocchi is a stew.
I would consider it a stew.
It's chunky.
It's
Is that-
chunk. Yeah.
I don't like chunks in
Okay,
liquid.
stew.
I'll go with soup.
Really?
Yeah, the chunks,
Oh.
they're all soft and
Yeah, they
Gross.
are.
Okay, so here's the
Chunks
type of stew.
potatoes.
Beef stew, bro.
what are you digging at?
My knee itches. I was thinking.
So bad.
I was really, I'm thinking about chunky, soft potatoes. The back, it wasn't even my knee, it was the back of my knee starts to itch. I'm like, potatoes. I can't breathe. We have fun times sometimes.
That may have been the first time in 302 shows where we went silent because we're all laughing hysterically.
Oh my god.
My knee itches.
Holy
Man,
crap.
my eyeballs hurt.
I'm sweating.
All right, in the entertainment sense or listening sense, music or podcast?
Music.
I'm on to music now. You know, I'll be honest. I'm gonna call them out. IGN's podcast, the Unlocked.
Yeah.
I don't like it because
Yeah,
it's on Zoom meeting. I hate it.
Yes. And they I can't believe they're still doing that.
I don't
I
have.
don't think they've gone back to the office. I think they're all still
Right.
working from home.
There are some podcasts that can pull it off, like Jersey Comic Crew. Like we podcast with them, and they're not in the same room,
Mm-hmm.
and they talk like they are though.
Oh yeah.
They've been doing it for 2 years now. I think they're okay at doing it. They used to be really bad, just like accidentally talking over each other.
Yeah.
But anymore, like it takes away from everything.
Are you okay?
Just
wrong
keep
with your
replaying
face?
it over and over.
That's gonna get clipped.
I agree with you though about them. Like I still like to listen to Ryan McCaffrey. I still like to hear his opinions about
Right,
stuff. but
just him.
The show itself is just not as
It's
good.
turned into something else. I
Yeah.
used to now, and I hate to call out one in specific, but you know, it's just the difference. You know, it's just different.
I would say like it just depends on what I'm
The
doing.
content
If-
creator has to be able to work together.
Yes.
They have to meld together
Yes.
properly.
As far as the either or, I probably tend to listen to more podcasts and music, but it used to be I almost never listened to music. It was always podcasts, but I've found a balance.
That's good.
A toasted or a cold sandwich?
Dang. I'm going more toasted. I wish I had a panini press. I want to get one. I think I'm going to get one. I don't know why I'm waiting.
Toasted.
In terms of a meal, I would say toasted, but
Yeah.
if you need just a quick snack, I'd go with
Like
cold
I mean,
sandwich.
Right.
because I mean, like I'm trying to think of the cold sandwiches that I eat and the stuff that I would eat, like meat and cheese and stuff. Like I prefer it if it was warm, but I'll still eat it cold.
Alex, why haven't we gotten a press?
I don't know.
We've
We
been sitting
probably
here-
actually have one here.
No, we don't.
We
No,
don't.
no.
Oh, okay.
Horde or firefight? I'm sure this is a repeat, but I like it.
I like Horde.
That's a difficult one.
Firefight can be boring.
The wave system in Horde is way better than
Yeah.
the
Oh, I
wave
agree.
system
I
in
agree.
Firefight.
Yeah. Horde.
You know what's going on in
It's
Horde
just
mode.
simple. It's just 1, 2, 3 all the way to 50. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Firefight, it's this section after this
Well, I
section.
mean that's
and
just
this
like
section,
black
this
eye
wave, and,
on.
Right,
You
all
know,
the
like-
skull editions just make it more increasingly difficult, you know?
Yeah.
And the boss battles break it down even better. I love it.
Yep.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say Horde. Yeah, Horde.
Brett's trying to get us to play Gears. He's just mentioning Gears
I mean,
every
I'm fine.
podcast.
Like, hey, we play Gears this weekend.
We
Let's
could.
just play some Horde.
Why not? Let's do it.
Livewire or Code Red?
Livewire.
Livewire.
Even still,
Yes.
I'm Code Red all day.
That's
so.
easy. Like I would have just said,
Man,
if you would
I
have put
just
those
tasted
out.
Livewire.
Do you like it a lot better, or are they
Yes.
both good, but you would choose Livewire?
I don't
I've
like
always
Code Red.
loved Livewire
You
more.
like Code Red?
I do like Code Red. Yeah.
Josh loves Code
it's
Red.
in my top 5.
But
No,
There's a lot of
Livewire is
Mountain Dews out
always
there,
going to be
so-
number 1.
Pitch Black's number 1 for me.
so Livewire's 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's Code Red?
3.
3.
What's 4?
Regular.
Oh, it's 5.
I'll go Game Fuel.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna. I'm
or
surprised.
Baja.
I don't know. I think Baja would be up there for you, and Game Fuel would be up there, like above the original.
Game Fuel is just citrus cherry, so it's.
I know, but it's
Oh, yeah,
Game
yeah.
Fuel's good though.
I know it is,
Man.
but don't tell me my list.
But I know what you like.
You said
Don't
you
tell
said
me
Code
my
Red
list.
was in your top 5 when technically it's in your top 3.
It is. Yeah, I guess it is.
Oh, that's funny. Anyway,
I'm glad I broke that down so fast.
Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Um,
I don't know.
And during football season, I'll say Sunday.
I know. I kind of like Saturdays are.
I
they're
prefer
cool, but-
Saturday nights. Like that's my favorite.
Yeah, it's more
time
like
of
all
the
right. I
weekend.
prefer Saturday nights
True.
and Sundays.
It.
Yeah.
Now that I have weekends off, I might go with Saturday because I just had a day off. I got a whole nother day off.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how I meant. Like I don't like Saturday. I like Saturday night,
Yeah.
and I like
You
Sunday.
work a lot of Saturdays, though, don't you?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Well, I'd still have to work like
1
to 2 a month now.
Yeah.
Not every single one now for a
Right.
while.
This is a 3-parter.
Oh boy.
Sun-Kissed Crush or Fanta?
Crush. I miss
I agree.
Crush.
Crush. Yeah.
Actually, Slice.
Ooh, even better.
Remember Slice?
Yes.
Vaguely.
You don't remember
You don't
Slice?
see it very much.
No, you don't. I don't even know who owns
Oh,
it.
Josh got the nostalgia bump.
Why
tonight.
the heck? What? it's
Like,
like
nostalgia
I
bumps.
think Slice is caffeinated.
Okay. If you compare just the orange sodas of these 3, I definitely say
would-
Crush.
Crush.
I'd say Crush.
Crush?
Because
Sunkissed is fine.
Sun-Kissed,
That'd be my second option.
Sun-Kissed, they all 3 have a grape
hmm
flavor, and then Fanta has a few
I
more.
They
like
have
am.
a
I'm
whole
just.
chain of
pineapple
them.
and strawberry and
Yeah.
I am not a
blueberry.
fan of Fanta.
I love
anything.
strawberry sodas. So.
I don't like Fanta
like
anything.
Big Red.
hmm
Xbox One controller or Xbox Series X and S controller.
Whatever the
They
one I
are
have right
different.
now.
Alex, yours is the last gen, I think.
And this does not count the elites.
Where's our?
Well,
Go put him out in front of me, and I'll tell you right now. I don't know the difference. I just like the one that I play with right now. Because that's the elite right there.
this one that you bought us is the Series X.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll get the Series X because that's the one that Brett just got us. Like that was personalized, and then the elite is sitting right. Yep, and that's the one I play with. And then the elite.
The Elite's different.
Yes, he said the elite
here.
on that list.
Right here.
That's the.
That's the Xbox.
One.
This is the one. All right, and what was the question?
Xbox One controller, Xbox Series X and S controller.
What's this one?
That's also a 1.
Yeah, they both won. You can tell
Oh,
because
man.
the D-pad.
I missed this one though.
That's-
This one is so nice.
Let me feel that one. Oh, that's because this one had a
Ooh.
texture to it. I haven't felt one of these in a while. This one has more curve.
Mm. Yeah, that's what I like. It's more.
Yeah, I mean, I think the 1 is just a skosh better than the Series X.
I think it's
and
because
S.
the curve is better.
That I like this one.
Yeah.
Whatever. What's this one? The one?
Yes.
Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the curve. It fits more in the palm of my hand, like
it's
curves.
right here for your thumb.
Yeah, it's a lot more ergonomic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Series X and S is a fine
Series.
controller. I think the 1 has just the slightest advantage
Yeah.
in terms of.
Better triggers
Design.
though.
And I like how
This one's bulky.
I like the top around the guide button where it has those ridges.
Yeah.
I think it just looks better.
Yeah.
This is my order.
They're the same.
same,
Well, that was a premium one.
Okay.
Yeah, that
But
one's.
the
This is a basic.
Overall
one.
design's
Yeah.
the same.
This is bulky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this, and I like the coloring.
But you can't use it no more.
But I can't use it anymore
Your
because it's dead.
D-pad is. What was bad about it?
Well,
Your
again,
bumper?
you could buy the innards and switch it out.
Yeah, I don't
Probably.
remember. I basically I
Well-
kept like going
Yeah,
this
drift.
way.
I don't need
I had
to.
to drift
Yeah,
I
it.
can just take the shell and put it over this.
That's what
Or
I
you
meant.
could. Man, I really look at that. I've like worn down this controller.
A little rough on it.
Alex, do you want to make it pink and blue?
Ooh, I could. Either way. Okay, next question.
Yeah. We're getting off
Um,
topic.
Snickers or Nymeria?
Oh, you can't say that.
Well, pick
Favorites?
a scenario.
Oh shoot.
Josh is Nymeria.
Yeah.
I'm Snickers. I'm Team Snickers.
No one's gonna be team.
Snickers
Nymeria.
actually likes me. So.
Nymeria doesn't like
Nymeria
anybody.
likes Josh.
Just
That's
me.
it.
In fact, she won't leave me alone.
yeah, right now she won't.
What'd she do?
Well, she coughed up a hairball, and so she's all lovey.
So she feels better.
I don't know what it is about cats, but right after they cough up a hairball,
She's like,
they
"Oh, I feel
are
amazing."
they are just they
Does
love you.
Snickers cough up hairballs?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess I would say
hers
Snickers.
are bigger than Nymeria's.
Yeah, I'm Team Snickers.
That's weird because Nymeria's a little longer hair.
Snickers sheds more.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh, definitely. Even between Alex and Snickers,
Snickers
Snickers.
sheds more.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's a shedder.
Everybody's like, "Oh, I would never get a long-haired cat. They shed." I'm like,
That
they
is
actually
false.
shed way less than your short-haired cat.
Yeah, let me pack this back up.
Last one. Analog or digital clock?
Ooh, I like digital.
Ugh.
Well,
Analog.
Judging you on
know
your
what?
shit.
You know what?
Analog all
I'll go
day.
with analog because digital seems to the time just
so
feels like it goes
analog
slower.
can be much more decorative,
Mhm.
but I can also get a better sense of what the actual time is by looking at the hands of a clock versus reading the numbers.
You get a better sense.
As dumb as that sounds, yeah.
Oh, just by the way they're angled and everything, you
Yes.
get it faster. You get the
Yes.
information faster. I get that. That makes sense. Alex, that can
Must
go
be
on
a
your stand. The
brain
cord
thing.
is long enough.
If I want time to go faster, I look at a digital clock. If I want time to go slower, I look at an analog clock.
Literally the other way around.
See, like
I like analog.
I have a smartwatch and I have different faces, but I always prefer one with a
The
Analog?
look.
Hmm.
hands versus the digital. I just like it better.
Yeah, it could be just old school look and.
Yeah.
you know.
I think it's just because my life is so fast paced at work that I prefer to just like.
But you stare at an analog clock for the seconds all
Like
the
you.
time to.
Yeah, but I also have it on my
You do.
watch that I can set a timer or a.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay,
That is all for either or.
those are good ones. You didn't do
Yeah.
any repeats, I don't think. The
No,
Mountain
I
Dew
don't-
one might have been, but
I don't know.
I don't know
well,
about
maybe.
that one.
Probably the Horde firefight. I'm sure that's
But
come up before.
I don't think I've ever. We've never discussed firefight in.
I don't know.
Either
It's
or.
after 300 episodes, I don't know.
It's very possible we have. Possible we have.
I think it's time to get out of here.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, Alex, do you want to talk about your Twitch?
Yeah, if you would like to watch me stream, it's twitch.tv/cute_kitty, KUTE_KITTI. I stream on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings. Right now, we're pretty deep into Fortnite. No build. Accent,
No build mode.
Accent on the no build mode.
I got a victory to show.
The fact that I'm 33 years old and I'm like, oh my god, I'm totally into Fortnite. Like it just, I don't know. It just makes me seem like you said earlier, like, oh, we're in such like the scene now.
We are. We do a lot more battle royale. So here's a victory that
But
we
no,
just
like
got.
no, we did such a good
Why
job
was
this
that idiot
weekend.
just standing on?
Because
that
they're all
roof
looking at people.
completely
The fireflies!
exposed?
My fireflies! There they go!
Yeah,
They were
so-
Light it up! Light it up!
They were completely exposed.
They were.
Well, yeah,
weren't-
but they didn't know we were behind them.
Doesn't
So-
matter if you're completely exposed. You're completely exposed.
At this point. Well, in Fortnite, you kind of have to expose yourself a little bit, but you mainly just want to peek. They had no idea that people were next to him.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, in this clip, you're gonna see Alex go down. And
Yeah, I
die.
mean, I at least go down,
But you're gonna see my view.
but Patrick and Josh do a really good job at getting us though.
So at this point, there's people on all these different craters, and you can't hop down. Alex, those are some good shots. You can't
Hey,
hop down.
I
or
told
else
you
you'll
that
die.
that gun is amazing, especially when it's an not an epic legendary.
Legendary.
When it's an orange gun,
Yeah.
orange level gun that has no kick, whatever, no kick whatsoever. It's really nice.
I don't want to skip too much because at this point, I think she goes down here. Yep, here's where Alex goes down.
Yeah, I know, but we're having a lot of fun on Fortnite. I think we have a system down now. I know that Quentin gets kind of annoyed with it when we keep
Because we
going
go to one place.
we keep going to Camp Cuddles. Or I know it's Camp Cuddle, but I like calling it Camp Cuddles. But that's where we start, and I feel like it's really good for us. It's just kind of like when you guys go to Warzone and you used to drop down at Port. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like your favorite thing.
Oh, you died from fall damage.
I had nowhere else to go.
Right. I had a rocket or a jetpack.
RoboCop.
Yeah. So Patrick's RoboCop. I'm Master Chief, and I had a jetpack. So I was doing pretty well with my. Yeah, there's so many people right there.
See, I get pissed at you watching you because look at all these shots that you miss.
Well, I'm calmer. I'm just I knocked one.
Yeah, I know you did.
And then Patrick threw some air raids.
Oh, Patrick was the one that
Yeah,
did that?
Patrick's down below
nice.
me. Patrick's down below. I'm up top. I got that guy knocked.
Like, it was just, that's why I'm talking to you right now. I'm like, don't worry about him. He's already down.
That
let
was
the
one that
gas
Patrick
get
killed
him.
that I didn't see. He killed him right here. Okay. So there's one more guy left, and he's right here.
He's coming behind him.
And here's where we get the win because this guy,
That was-
I'm running a thermal, so it's very hard range, and then that's where Patrick gets the victory right there.
Yes, it was that was actually a really fun night. We had a really good time. We're still averaging 1 win per stream.
We are. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm very I'm excited to say that we actually got some wins on my stream.
Yeah.
Which if you want to follow me on stream, it's twitch.tv/Mr. L MISTERL. You'll see me stream on Wednesday and Thursday evening and Saturday morning. I've been doing Warzone and Fortnite and Mario Party and Mario Kart and be doing Fall Guys very soon. There's just a lot going on.
When's that turn cross-platform? Or on all platforms or whatever?
All platforms is next month.
Next month?
We have a full month, basically.
So I might join you.
You really? Well, it's because you'll have the ability to play
Yes,
with people.
I might join you, and
Right.
I'm gonna yell and I'm gonna rage quit. It's the only game I've ever played that's made me rage quit.
But what I'm showing on stream for this one is my win in Warzone on Thursday night. We got 2 wins, and it's down to me, Patrick, and Quentin are up, and there's 2 more people alive. So we just killed this one guy right here in zone. It's pretty awesome Warzone victory. Felt really good. Oh, I didn't get that team wipe, huh? That blows. So yeah, there's just one more guy here, and here's where we get our Warzone victory. I wish I would have seen the guy poking out because what I have is a heartbeat sensor. That's what's cool about Call of Duty's Warzone is you're able to actually have a little bit of a UAV. And zone pulled to us, and there's only one more person left alive. I knew that we had the win.
How many of you
here.
guys are still alive? 3?
3. Yeah. So there's 4 people left alive. You can see it in the corner.
Oh yeah,
2 teams
okay, I
left,
see.
and there's the last guy, and we won.
Nice.
So yeah, pretty awesome win. I felt pretty good about that, and I enjoy the fart squad who joins us. As far as our podcast goes, we'd appreciate it if you guys hit the like button on our YouTube and also subscribe to our channel, and would appreciate it if you guys hit the bell to be notified when we're live, and that's every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Normally, just check out our social media as far as whether or not we take a night off. And also our social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Follow us, PTOUnlimited, PTOUnlimited_podcast on Instagram. You can catch us there, and also Discord, public Discord. Make sure you're joining that, and also get our merch. I'm wearing the hat, stitched hat right here. Boom, do it. Let me do a little zoom on it. There you go. You kind of see it. But if you want to follow me on Twitter, it is @_Mr. L.
Brett_Wings.
Cute_kitty.
Final note. Josh, when is the grass going to get cut?
Oh, I was gonna cut it today, but I ended up doing dishes and cosplay stuff today anyway.
I thought Jake was going to cut the grass.
No, he
Jake's done it 2 times.
He's
now.
cut it 2 times.
Oh,
The first time he did it without
asking.
well, not necessarily asking.
I hate grass.
He just up and did it.
What about the dishwasher?
That gets
That gets
installed
cut
next
this
week.
week. No, this week.
This week?
This week.
Yeah.
We get it this week.
I am sick of dishes, and I don't like grass.
Where did you get it from?
Lowe's.
Yeah, Lowe's.
Yep,
Mhm.
it's a
Nice.
Frigidaire.
You know, I saw a TikTok today about it. You're not supposed, if you use the pods, you're not supposed to put them in the little tray that closes.
Really?
You're supposed to put them in the just in the bottom.
Yes. So I learned that the last few months we had the dishwasher because what things that can happen is if it pops off and it doesn't go down in there, it just gets all
stays.
soggy and it
Yeah.
sits in there. Like you might as well.
And
you
you're
should
not
just
getting good circulation of the
the cleaning.
agent.
Yeah,
Right.
and then you can definitely tell when it doesn't drop down in there. Like
Right.
it just gets really. I don't know, it's gross. It's like halfway done dishes.
And I use the pods, so I should start doing that.
Oh, I like liquid. I don't like the pods.
Yeah. Either way. Well, for laundry, we
were doing pods for the longest time for laundry, and sometimes the pods wouldn't break.
I've always used liquid for laundry.
Yeah.
Liquid's fine.
'Cause
Your
if
mom uses powder. I don't
What?
get it.
And that from like the 70s.
It's something.
She used powder for the longest time.
I think she still does.
Well, powder's cheaper,
Not-
so
It doesn't. Yeah.
that's why.
Yeah, I get it. Let's get out of here, guys. Catch you guys in the next episode. Not sure if it's gonna be next week or the week after. You guys have a good Memorial Day weekend and stay safe. Bye, guys.